The FBI says 7 states are seeing more threats to election workers ahead of the midterms. They are Arizona, Colorado, Georgia, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Nevada, and Wisconsin. The 2020 election results were disputed in all of those states, and President Biden won in each of them. So for more on this, let's bring in CBS News Chief National Affairs and Justice Correspondent Jeff Pegues. I mean, Jeff, we shouldn't really be surprised about this. We've been hearing recently about how difficult it is now to find people who are willing to take these jobs as election workers. You don't get paid a lot of money, and now you're facing threats. Do we know what kind of threats the FBI is seeing and how credible they are?
Well, sometimes you have death threats, and investigators have been looking about, let's put it this way, they've got about 1,000 tips to date. That's what they've counted since June of 2021. And what they've determined is that 11% of those 1,000 tips have led to FBI investigations. So that's a significant amount. And obviously, as we noted at the top of this segment, these are the kinds of threats that are still coming in. And of course, you know, the midterm elections are coming up. So the FBI is concerned about this. It has been concerned about this. It is investigating when it's warranted. Here's the problem, though. They have to navigate the right to free speech. So once they navigate that issue, you know, they can open these kinds of investigations. So even though they're getting about 1,000 tips, or they've had about 1,000 tips, doesn't mean that they've opened 1,000 investigations. They really have to look into these cases, whether laws have been violated, and that's why you have that 11% number.
Is there any indication, Jeff, of foreign influences targeting elections?
At this time, Vlad, investigators tell us that they don't see any specific targeting of the midterms. But as you know, since 2016, this is something that they are concerned about. And what they are seeing is that China and Russia continue to be the main culprits. Again, even though they haven't seen activity targeted specifically at the midterm elections, what they are seeing are these influence campaigns dealing with gas prices, dealing with inflation. So they use these bots. These cyber actors use these bots to spread misinformation. The goal is to divide Americans. So while investigators are seeing activity like that, activity that really hasn't stopped over the last several years, they are not seeing, we're told, anything tied specifically to the midterm elections.
So, you know, you said that officials have to balance freedom of expression with security. I totally get that. Somebody puts a threat on social media, you can't just automatically go after the person. They can say stuff on social media. So then what is being done, though, to ensure that election workers feel secure, feel safe? Are there any other measures?
This is coordination between state and local and federal officials. The only way to stop these kinds of things is if you investigate and prosecute. And that's what they've done. They haven't brought a ton of cases, a ton of charges, but there have been some individual cases where people have been charged with crimes. And so you have to enforce these laws. You have to arrest people who are doing this. There has to be a deterrent. And that's what the FBI, as well as state and local officials, are working on right now, especially with these midterm elections around the corner.
All right, Jeff Pegues reporting for us from Washington. Jeff, thank you very much.
Thank you.